Hi, this is Miss Hepworth. I'm going to show you today how to graph data. So what I have here, I have a data table with information, I have graph paper, and I have started to create my graph. Today I'll be making a line graph. So based upon the information here, I came up with this title, A Change in Temperature Over Time for 3 Substances. I didn't know anything else about the data, so that's as much as I could include in the title. Besides the title, I expect you to utilize labels on both the y and x axis. Remember that on the x-axis, this is going to be your independent variable, and on your y-axis is supposed to be your dependent variable. So, looking at our data here, you can see how I made the scale for each axis. So, time in minutes, our range was from 0 to 8. And then if we look at our temperature readings, our range was 20 degrees Celsius all the way up to 38 degrees Celsius. So that is how I decide to select my scale here. I actually need to signify, and I'll change that in just a minute, that I actually broke the axes and skipped from 0 to 20. As you can see here, I've added a mark right by the origin of the graph. Normally this is seen as a zigzag, but I kind of ran out of space. The next thing that I'm going to show you is actually how to plot your points. So in this graph, we have 3 different substances. So in order to make our line graph, I will be using 3 different colors to plot the points, and then I will connect those points after I am done. So I will start with water. 0 minutes and 38 degrees Celsius. So let's try to plot that again. So 0 minutes and 38 degrees Celsius should be right here. The next one is 2 minutes and 32 degrees Celsius. The next one is 4 minutes and 30. Then 6 and 20. And 8 and 25. So actually, I think I misread our data here. It should be 6, I think, and 26. It happens to the best of us while plotting. Luckily, we have erasers. And 8 and 25. So after you are done plotting all your points, you'll go back and actually connect all those points. So I'm doing that here. You would obviously use a ruler. You were doing this by hand. I'm doing this rather quickly, but then you get kind of a trend line to see what happened with your data. And you would repeat this entire process with this data for all the materials. So I'll do that for sand next. So now I'm working on plotting the sand points. As you can see, I've chosen a different color to signify that this is a different material. So this one at 0, it was 38 degrees Celsius. At 2 minutes, it was also 38 degrees Celsius. At 4 minutes, it was 38 degrees Celsius. At 6 minutes, it was 37. And then at 8 minutes, it was 35. Once again, I'll go back and connect the lines. And I'll give us kind of an idea of what happened with our data and be able to compare our different materials. So you would continue this for also the paper material, but this gives you an idea of how to create a line graph. Hopefully that was helpful for you. Please feel free to ask me questions.